my motivation for joining the Bali CIELO program was because I wanted to learn and experience a different culture. And though one of my favorite hobbies is learning about different cultures, I'd never been out of the country before. And so I thought it'd be interesting to experience Bali's culture because it's significantly different than ours, and I just want to be able to learn so much from being there in the first place.
My favorite experience in Bali was definitely the cooking class because I enjoy cooking, and seeing everyone working together and getting the food ready was really cool. It was a fun experience, and I also got to learn a lot about the Balinese cuisine and how they incorporate rice into almost every meal, even desserts.
And the way that this trip contributed to my future career path is that as a public health major, I need to be aware of the different cultures and diversity that exist to be able to provide effective health interventions. So this trip really opened my eyes to different cultures, different beliefs, and I will use that in the future to be able to provide health interventions and bridge the gap between health disparities.
So going into this trip, I knew the relationship that the United States had with Bali was based on tourism, and that a lot of Americans every year go to Bali for tourism, but I never really thought about how our governments may interact with one another. So I knew before the trip that the United States shipped a lot of its trash to different countries around the world. However, I didn't know that Indonesia was one of them.
Let me tell you about my interactions with the locals and my peers. The locals were always so eager to share their culture, whether it was through conversations, inviting us to ceremonies, or teaching us about their traditions. They treated us like family, always smiling, making sure that we felt at home. I also connected with students, and it was amazing to see how quickly we bonded. There was a real sense of unity, and even though we all came from different backgrounds, we all shared the same appreciation for the culture and experience. It was inspiring to be surrounded by people who were so passionate about learning and connecting with others. Overall, my interactions in Bali were filled with warmth, kindness, and gratitude.
And my advice to why someone should go on the CIELO experience is how life-changing it is. I really didn't know what to expect when I first got into the Bali program, and there was a part of me that was really scared because I've never traveled internationally, but also I don't think I've always been as open to trying new foods and getting out there a little bit in that sense. So I think the fact that from going from a classroom to actually getting to immerse yourself into a new culture, new language, new food, getting to try new things, I think for me was life-changing. And the service work that we got to do, I think that really left an imprint on me. So I think when going on a CIELO experience, it's life-changing, and my advice would be to just take it all in, and also don't forget what you learned and how you can bring that back home. And I think that was a big thing for all of us, is how much Bali meant to us and the people that we were around. So I think not letting that go and being able to bring that home, because I think this program really was life-changing, and I really hope that other students get to experience that, because I know for me it was life-changing. So.